Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to the Pontani Pages, my very own auditory penthouse where I verbally get it on with people I want you to know and whom I want to know better. Today, we're talking with someone I admire but have actually never met before, Olek. The Polish-born Queen of Crochet is, like me, a lover of craft, but unlike the scarves I enjoy crocheting for my nephews or the ball gowns I design and sew myself for the stage, Olek uses her hooks to stitch different dimensions and flip our everyday reality on its ear. Often employing a camouflage pattern of bright pinks, purples, yellows, and reds, Olek made a name for herself in knit-bombing the New York City landscape. From someone's locked-up bike on the Lower East Side to the Wall Street Bull and the giant Alamo cube at Astor Place, Olek's work took multimedia installation out of the art gallery and dropped it with a prankster spirit into the public space. Her work continues to surprise, and she's received commissions from all over the world to cover other cities with her crochet creations. I caught up with the enchanting and enigmatic artist at Krause Gallery on the Lower East Side, where she just premiered her latest work. This is one busy pole, but fortunately for us, she took a break long enough to sit down and have a chat about life, art, and the triple stitch. Olek, hey! How are you doing?
Oh, good, thank you.
Good. Everything looks great. Thank you so much for meeting me
That's
here
all right.
at the Krause Gallery for Synthetic Nature. Are you totally excited about it?
Yeah, after
It's-
working on stuff for 20 hours, finally it's done.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
No.
No?
Oh.
Well then, show us, perhaps.
Okay, let's go. Come and see a show.
Olek leads me into the gallery, where she's assembled what can only be described as a 15-foot Technicolor igloo made completely of long, inflated balloons woven together. We crouch down and shimmy through the opening to get inside the structure, which is the only way to really appreciate its size and what must have gone into assembling it. Wow. This is amazing.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow!
Wow, there's no word for this.
You know,
Thousands of balloons?
Yeah, 1,000 balloons. You know, I'm homeless. I became homeless actually a couple years ago. My apartment went to the gallery. I was sleeping in the gallery in my apartment. Then went to Smithsonian Museum. The show opens in July. So I don't have a home. So now every time I have an exhibition in different parts of the world, I always create this kind of home look.
Yes.
So in a way, this is my, my vision of something, cozy and colorful, but also really ephemeral, because the balloon is gonna cease to exist after a while.
Yes, of course, and change
Change,
constantly.
yes, yeah.
But so you're really known for crocheting with yarn.
Yeah.
You crochet bomb things. You did the bull at Wall Street, the cube at Astor Place. You've done houses. You've done apartments, strollers, everything. But this is you're changing your medium. This is
Actually,
the latex.
not really, because
installation?
I did balloons in 2005.
Okay.
So in 2005, I experimented with so many different materials, and the idea came to me because I was working as a clown in New York on the street, making balloon animals, and face painting. So I love the long balloons, and I tied them together. I'm like, I can crochet with the balloons with my whole hand. So that's how I started crocheting balloons, and I like the feeling of that. The materials itself, the noise they're making, the fact they're changing over time, the colors. There's so many aspects that I just love. Plus, I'm making the balloon suits.
Yes, this is amazing.
And what's good about them, I call them one size fits all,
Stretch
because
to fit.
anybody can wear them. And this piece is called couples therapy, because people have to, it's made for two people to wear it together, and they have to work it together to even fit into a suit.
I know
and
a lot
then
of
work
people
together.
who could use this.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's how it started. My friends asked me a few years ago to make the piece for them, and they've been together for like a really long time, and they get into all these issues and troubles, and I know I'm gonna make for you guys. And I made the double suit for them, and then when trying to put it on, they have to be very close together.
Oh.
And they were like, they're like fighting, like, put it on, harder, no, here, right, left, and then after a while, they're really together in a suit, and it was really nice feeling seeing them like working out the issues through the suit.
Amazing.
So yeah, if you know anybody who needs one, they're here.
Yeah, I know. See, I know a lot of people. I'm going to send some people to you. So you're originally from Poland.
Yes.
And you came to New York. Did you come to New York to do this? Were you like,
No.
I'm going to go crochet on New York?
No. I came here to live. I couldn't breathe in Poland.
Yeah.
Now Poland is like, at that time, it was 2000, like everybody Polish, Catholic, white, and it's just like, it's just too much to me. I'm very conservative and I couldn't live there. So I want to live somewhere. And my English teacher said, Olek, Poland isn't ready for you. You have to move to New York. And I'm like, okay, I gotta move to New York. And I came here and I started working as a costume designer, set designer, and slowly I moved into art. And that's what happened. New York basically made me as an artist. So
yes.
I love New York. I cannot leave New York.
And what do you think it is about New York that makes this so permissible and that helped you to really grow into the amazing artist that you are?
I think people always ask me this, especially in different countries when I travel. Yeah. And I'm like, this is like this amazing place where you can do anything you want. Nobody is interested to know like where you're from, what your experience is, as long as you're doing something really good and really great. And people, when you really see your work and if they like the work, they're really gonna help you out spread it out. And that's how the city made me. Even the bikes I put in this neighborhood before, a few years ago. And that's why I became popular, because of New Yorkers and some tourists, but I couldn't make it in another place.
Well, and what I love about your work too is that it has a real prankster spirit to it, because it clearly is art, and it's amazing and bright and colorful, and it's out there and it's on the street and it's for everybody. But I have like this awesome vision of you at night, like creeping around in a black unitard, like crocheting everything. What is your process to do something like that? Like, do you see somebody's bike and you're like, I'm coming for you?
No, the bikes were donated to me by people who like, they found some old bikes, like falling apart,
if they came and
but all those bikes were just like, I like to recycle things. So the bikes were just like broken down and didn't have parts or something, and that's how it happened with the bikes. And it's nice because a lot of people in the neighborhood, like if I put information on Facebook, I need a bicycle, it's just like a lot of responses, like oh, I needed this stroller, I need this, and people just really want to be part of my work. Even for this show, I need about like 20-something volunteers to help me to pump the balloons.
That's amazing.
And it was the same thing. And the New Yorkers were just like, they want to come and help me. They were sitting here drinking vodka and pumping balloons, for 18 hours straight, and it was just awesome party basically. I was just crocheting the whole structure.
It's a kind of art that I really like.
Yeah. Where were you last week?
I know. If I had known, I would have been here. So how does the art world receive you? What does the art world have to say about this?
You have to ask the art world.
Do you have haters, or they're like?
I have haters. I think you have more people that love you. They have also, some people that are gonna hate you for different reasons. You know.
Absolutely.
Art world. I think that they spoil me a little bit. The fact they like me and the press loves me. And everywhere where I go, it's a nice feeling, and that's what I'm living for. Every morning, sometimes I'm like so depressed. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't believe I have to do it again. Like, have no energy. And they open my emails, and it's like all these wonderful emails. You're like, wow, it's like this is what I'm living for.
Well, it's really cool because you can even see it like outside on the street here at the Krause Gallery. When people walk by, everyone stops and looks. It's a very welcoming art. Like it looks. Yeah,
but that's one of the purposes I'm making things in the studio. So on the street when they're like people walking, they're suddenly like. Stop for a second. I changed something in their life, and that's like great. It's like seeing the smile on their face. It's enough for me.
And what about the crochet community? Yeah. Did they get into this, or are they like what?
I think they love it. They love it, but they don't like the fact that I don't want to crochet with them.
Yes, you don't. You don't go to crochet groups at the coffee shop?
No, they tried. They were like, oh, can you come and hang out with us, drink tea and crochet? I'm like, honey, I don't drink tea and crochet. This is like not how you make art, Like, first of all, I work all night, I'm not going to be at 10 a.m. in the morning like crocheting like something. Yes. It doesn't work this way.
It's a different animal.
Yeah, it's different.
You're not making socks.
Yeah, I'm not making
and
scarves.
Baby blankets.
I mean, people ask me to make scarves.
I was going to say, I'm sure. So how long did it take to create this tent of a zillion crocheted balloons?
18 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, 18 hours.
Pretty amazing.
But I have helpers with pumping, as I said.
And you did it by hand?
Yeah, by hand.
You had people pumping, but you put the whole entire thing together.
Yeah.
And it'll be here for a while.
Well, we'll see. It's changing, It's going to be, eventually it's going to be really, really tiny. The whole installation is going to look like this.
So it's going to be all deflated balloons kind of supporting each other and holding each other up a little bit, but just coming down really
Yes, it's going to look like this. I'm going to fold a little box so I can carry it home.
So I crochet, but I don't follow patterns.
Yeah.
So because I can't, I lose count. So that's what I'm going to ask you.
I cannot look at the patterns at the same way if I cook, cannot recipe.
Yes.
I cannot do it. It's just like 2 spoons something. I'm like, why did no? It's just like it looks the colors, how it looks, everything. Something I crochet the same way.
Yes.
Like how I cook, Like are you the colors, the texture you put together, and you look at the objects and you make it happen. So
No,
you
absolutely.
do the same thing.
Well, I'm not quite.
So you can crochet me a scarf.
I could. I crocheted one of my ex-boyfriends a scarf once, and it started out straight, and then
Well,
it went out like this.
you know the rule. You don't crochet anything for your boyfriend.
You don't?
Don't, because they can also become ex-boyfriends.
Well, he did, but
This
maybe.
is always. Trust me. I went through this whole thing.
That was the last one.
And I read it somewhere online that you don't crochet even like anything for ex-boyfriend, especially like a sweater. Forget it. Because by the time you're gonna go to the second sleeve, it's gonna be already ex-boyfriend.
It's gonna be done.
Yeah.
But I couldn't count, so it turned into a snake. So like I sewed a button on for an eye and like made a tongue, and it was like a snake scarf.
Perfect. You see.
So that
That's.
was, you know.
But no, this is what I also love about the work, that you work on something, and then the material brings you to new, you know, new forms.
And do you knit? Do you
No.
knit anything?
Knitting is for pussies.
I was gonna say. I feel like there's a rift in the knit and crochet world, man. Crocheters do not like knitters, and knitters are not into crochet.
I don't mind knitters, but I did title my show "Knitting is for Pussies."
Wow.
But I crocheted the entire apartment.
Were the knitters boycotting outside?
Yeah, I got the emails were interesting. Also, like some articles like explaining that how could I say it, because knitting is more complicated, you know, than crocheting. Like, you know, for me it was a joke because it came from like the men's world, when guys would sit in the bar be like, oh, your car is for pussies, you know, or the beer you drink is for pussies, you know. So I always hear that, and I'm like, I should just use it for my show. Knitting is for pussies as a joke. And most people, you know, got the idea, because, you know, if people know me, know my work, they know that I'm not be like, you know, I don't like crocheting, whatever. It's just like, you know, I can title things the way I want to title.
Of course. And crocheting is more free, because you can like just roll with it and make changes. And it's knitting, it's like you drop a stitch and it's like, it's over for you. Your whole project's ruined.
Yeah.
But in crocheting, you can just make it then into something else, I think. You know, and I love to do it. I have like 400 half-finished projects at home, so, you know.
Put them together.
I'm going to sew them all together and do
Put them together and you're going to have one big project.
Yeah, totally. I was going to say, I was like, girl, you should get sponsored by like Red Lion.
I am sponsored.
Are you?
By Red Heart, yeah.
Oh, by Red Heart? Are you? It was like, totally, that's great.
I you know, I spent all my money on them first of all for the last years.
It's a lot.
I started buying them in 2005, and then last year I sent my portfolio, and they're like, we want to sponsor you. So now they keep sending me wherever I go,
That's
like boxes of yarn, like boxes, the gigantic boxes they send to me. Any color I want, I'm actually gonna visit them in June in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh my God, that's great.
So I can go to factory and see everything. You know?
That'll be so exciting.
They even bought pieces from me.
I'm gonna say it's gotta be expensive to do this, because it's a lot of yarn to cover these things. So what's next? What's next for you? What's your next project?
Well, I'm going
I'm
going to London. I have a closing reception there. Created an apartment. The Saturday is closing reception. Then I'm going to go to Barcelona for like quick little project, which I can't talk about it yet. Then Poland, installing those two gigantic caterpillars, backhoe, whatever, in the city.
Great.
And then I'm going to go to Brazil in May.
Wow.
For a big project in Brazil. You wanna keep going like this for the
Yeah,
next
this
2
is
years. I mean, this
amazing.
doesn't stop.
So you're crocheting the world.
I'm traveling from the airport to airport. It's just like all my schedule is like really like made, you know, like where I'm gonna be and what I'm gonna be doing. From Brazil, I'm flying to North Carolina for a show. From North Carolina to Montreal, from Montreal to DC.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
And this was like organic. This just was an organic process. You weren't like, I'm going to become a superstar artist by crocheting.
Of course I want to be a superstar artist.
Was it your plan? Like, did you think that this was what's going to happen?
My first word, my mother told me that I want to be a superstar artist.
You know, born this way.
And I'm going to go for 2 weeks residence in Pines.
That's beautiful.
In Fire Island to crochet with community there.
Oh my gosh, in the
Yes,
summertime?
for July.
Oh my gosh. It's a tough life, girl.
Yeah, I know, right? All these beautiful places, Brazil, Pines, you know, just like, yeah, it's tough like in a way because, you know, I live on a suitcase, I don't have a place, so I don't have a home base. People ask me my address, I'm like, I don't have an address. Like, no, I don't have an address. Yeah, I don't have a phone even right now because I have different phones, different places, so I don't have a cell phone, I don't have an address. It's just like 2 suitcases and boxes of crochet pieces always. At the airport you see me with like boxes pushing like.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They always ask me the you know, like the customs, they were like, what are you having?
Doing?
Like, are you moving in, moving back, moving what? I'm like, no, it's just my work. I'm just like traveling
just
my
moving.
work. If they open sometimes this thing, they're like, what is that? They understand, you know. Like, I'm like, I'm carrying all of blankets. I'm always cold.
I get very cold.
Yeah. Exactly.
When you're in your studio doing this, kind of to pass the time, what do? You watch TV, films?
Movies, yeah, I watch a lot of movies.
And do you feel like that feeds your brain while you're doing your process?
Sometimes I choose the movies that relate to work, or sometimes the work relates to movies afterwards. It's like all mixed together. If I work on a big project that takes real many hours, I love watching series because I'm just next. So then my friends give me all this, like, you know, like this. The boxes of like everything in watch, or like Netflix. In London I watch Love Film. It's the same like Netflix. I'm just like the first thing, if I go in a country, I find a way how to watch movies, you know, non-stop online. So.
And what kind of movies are you really into? Is it like?
It varies. It varies from super artistic. Sometimes I go back to like really nice, wonderful movies that I remember watching when I was in school. I was supposed to be a film critic. That was my plan.
Nice.
That's how the film started. Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
It's a good history base to come from.
So I watch a lot of old movies, and sometimes I watch really silly, ridiculous sitcoms, whatever it comes, you know, like right now I'm watching some really weird, you know, just like whatever, just something that's in the background. So it depends on the project, you know.
So your genre, like whatever you're watching, it's all over the place. It's not just like old films or contemporary. It could be anything.
It's anything. Many different languages. It's like I want to watch anything.
Well, that's really cool because then it's always kind of like a new thing.
I love documentaries. I love documentaries.
Really?
Yeah. Because I feel like I'm learning something at the same time.
Absolutely.
You know? Like,
killing two birds with one stone.
Exactly, yeah. I hate wasting time.
Yes.
That's why I say, no, I think crochet, because crocheting allows me to watch movies and actually make work, you know?
Totally. Whereas if you're knitting, you have to...
Yeah, and I'm a paint or something, you know, just painting. I can't do one thing. It's just like, It's like fast.
No, I feel you. I think I'm a little bit the same.
Yeah.
I like to keep moving, you know, and make things your own too, which clearly you've done. This is definitely the first balloon installation I've ever stood in, and I have enjoyed it thoroughly. Olek's synthetic nature has now deflated, but she is constantly on the move from one city to the next, leaving a crocheted trail in her wake. To find her online, find us online at pontanipages.wordpress.com. Take care out there, everybody.